I just spoke for 7 minutes without recording. I just spoke for 7 minutes without recording. What's good, YouTube? Mondo Rock back here with another video, and today we're going to talk about the fact that Naruto is getting a live action adaptation. Let's see if I can remember everything I said, because I thought that last take was... Naruto's getting a live action adaptation, which Dragon Ball also got, and Dragon Ball has received a lot of hate. Dragon Ball Evolution, that is, from me as well, because I'm someone who's not very easy to disappoint when it comes to movies. I'm very easily impressed. Not necessarily impressed, but I'm not easy to disappoint. This is one of those movies that was just bad. Like, they tried to take a show that wasn't very modern, even though obviously, yeah, they had cars and shit like that, but it wasn't not the way they did it in the movie, fam. Like, it wasn't like that. And I do not want them to do what they did with Dragon Ball Evolution to Naruto. I want them to keep Naruto as is. Like I said in my Boruto reaction video, I really like Naruto. Holds very good place here, feel me? Lionsgate, don't mess this up. Now, like, I like casting characters. I like sitting there and like, oh, who could play this person if they did a real life version of this, a live action version of this? Like, who could play this person? I like doing things like that, you know? So I tried, when I read this, which I found out, by the way, while uploading, I had heard it for a year. I had heard about it for a year, but at that point it was only rumors. I think just recently it got confirmed. But when I heard it, I immediately started thinking, who can play Naruto? This boisterous ass dickhead. Who can play Naruto? Like, who could play Sasuke's like silent, like, I want to destroy everything self? Like, who could play this guy? Sakura, like, a lot of people could play Sakura, and like, it's just hard to cast. And the fact there's so many characters, and the fact that you kind of want to see a lot of Asian actors play a lot of these characters, because it's mainly because it's a Japanese property, you know. Like, it's Naruto. You kind of want to see it, you kind of expect it, but because it's being done in America, you kind of know it might not happen where a lot of them are, and you might see a case where a lot of the adult characters are going to be played by predominantly Asian people and Asian actors, and the younger cast is going to be like more diverse, because there's not a lot of known name or household name Asian actors, and it's like a system in place in Hollywood where you like the movie will be successful if the property is being like, if it's an adaptation, like a live action adaptation, if it's a property that's well known, and Naruto is extremely well known and there's a lot of household names in it, bang, it's gonna make money. It's gonna make money. It's gonna be successful. Well, it's gonna be financially successful, you would think, you know, because it's a Naruto live action movie with household names, and there aren't a lot of household names that are Japanese actors. And the reason I say that isn't like an ignorant reason, it's like there really aren't. And I saw a video, I forget what the channel was. I think it was Wong Fu. I forget what the channel's name is. I subscribed to them too that day. I'll leave it down below, the link. But they're talking about how there aren't a lot of well-known American actors unless you really make the effort to look for them. They talk about how as Asians, like, they weren't raised to pursue something like acting culturally. Like, you're not really raised to pursue acting. You're proceed to like you're raised to like excel at things, and like go maybe be a doctor, a lawyer, things like that. And they talk about things like that, and I think it's really interesting to listen to from their perspective. And I think anyone who's interested in things like that should definitely go click down below and check that out. But there aren't a lot of household names that are young Asian actors, and I feel like it will be easy to cast people like Kakashi, people like Sarutobi, the third Hokage, the other Hokages, Jiraiya. Pretty easy, you know. But the younger cast might be more diverse, and you might also run into where some people get really butthurt when they cast a white actor in an African American role, or an African American character in a white role. But in Naruto, you don't really get into a lot of diverse when it comes to skin complexion and things like that until Shippuden, where they introduced the Hidden Cloud Village, And correct me if I'm wrong down below. I don't think there's any other characters of like different complexion early on in Naruto. If there is, I'll just flash them on the screen and you don't need to bother me in the comment section. But I don't think there is. So you gotta expect like a character like maybe Rock Lee or Shikamaru or Choji being like African American or Hispanic or something like that, because it's just not gonna be, every character is not gonna be accurate. I just feel like that's how I feel like it's gonna be, and that's like the things that rushed through my mind when I heard about it, because I like casting. Like that's so interesting to me. Like when you think about who's gonna play who, and someone like Kakashi, I feel like he could be played by, like, I want him because this actor that I'm about to name is an actor that kind of, like, I guess he's like more of a main role, like the main character kind of actor. Like if you cast him, he's got to be in the main role. And I feel like depending on the story they go with, especially if they're going from the beginning and it's gonna be like a trilogy where then they get into Shippuden and things like that, Kakashi is very, very important in the beginning, and he's very much so in a lot of scenes in the beginning. And I would like him to be played by Johnny Depp, okay? Because Johnny Depp can definitely pull Kakashi's sarcasm and his wisdom and things like that. The way he speaks, I just feel like he can pull it off in like between like Sasuke and Naruto, like going between them. Like his like back and forth with them would be crazy if it's coming from Johnny Depp, and I think that would be great to see. Then you got characters like Naruto, who's hard to cast because that gets into picking an actor that's really good at acting, because I don't know anyone who's naturally as boisterous and loud as Naruto. You know, Naruto's one of those characters who's very out there when it comes to his like thing, and you kind of want them to like you want them to be him to be played that way, so you can feel like it's actually Naruto. And it's hard to picture anyone being as loud and boisterous as Naruto. You can picture someone being as quiet and as much of a loner as Sasuke. You can picture someone being as clingy and needy as Sakura is early on in the series, where she's like very, very useless. But it's like Naruto's one of those people who's hard to cast, and there are quite a few actors who I'd like to see in the Naruto movie, and I'm just gonna flash them on the screen, like different actors that I'd like to see in the movie. But it's just, I just really hope this is a good movie. I just really hope it's a good movie when it does come out. It's nowhere near, I don't even think it's in pre-production, you know. I think, like I said, there's no cast, I don't think. So this is just me jumping the gun because it's something that I'm really into. But let me know down below, who would you like to see in a Naruto movie? Who would you like to see play Sasuke, Kakashi, Naruto, Sakura, Rock Lee? I would love to do a video where I cast like all of Team 7 and Rock Lee and Shikamaru. I love Rock Lee and Shikamaru, so maybe their teams, including Neji and Hinata, who Hinata would also like to cast as well. So let me know down below who you would cast, who you would like to, necessarily each character individually, but what actors do you know of, whether big name or lower, like not so well known, who are good actors, who you would like to see in a Naruto live action movie. Leave a like if you like the thought of a live action Naruto movie. Subscribe if you haven't, and until next time.